Here's my plan for today. Plan number 1. I record The Legend of Korra, Season 3, Episode 10. Plan number 2, I go downstairs and bake some cookies. Plan number 3, I eat the cookies. So I'm just gonna have a great night. There's no reason for me to tell you that other than to tell you how awesome of a night I'm about to have. And we're kicking it off with Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 10. I'm extremely excited for it because we've kicked into high gear. At this point, it is going to get intense because, well, Korra, from my memory of the last episode, was captured by the Earth Queen. And Zaheer was like, alright, let's get rolling. And I don't know what exactly he's going to do, but I've assumed that he is maybe going to try to break Korra out, or maybe try to create chaos, or like not quite break her out as much as kidnap her from the Earth Queen, but I don't know. I feel like this might be beneficial to us. There will be us going to the Earth Queen and Zaheer going to the Earth Queen, and the Earth Queen's forces can only really fight one of them, I would think. And so there's enough chaos in there that we might be able to just grab Korra and get the heck out of there, but I don't know. I'm excited for it nonetheless. So we're going to jump into this episode. Remember, I'm a small channel, so every little tiny bit that you can do will really assist me. So liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, that sort of stuff helps me out a lot, more than you think. And if you can get, new people into this channel, then it's going to be amazing, I would love to be able to continue doing these videos for as long as I can, and I can only do that if people support me. So please make sure to do that. And down in the description below, you will get my Patreon account where you will find early access, full-length, exclusive videos. There's a lot of stuff over there. But mostly what you would want it for as a Legend of Korra watcher is the full-length reactions, but weeks ahead. So at this point, if you're watching this on YouTube, we'd be in Season 4 right now on Patreon. Absolutely worth it. So let's jump into Korra, Season 3, Episode 10. Long live the Queen. Does that mean she's gonna die this episode? That'd be cool.
Screaming about terrorists in the spirit world. You're the one who sounds insane.
What? She's the Avatar! She knows what's going on in the spirit world! Which you know, because she combined the spirit world with the... Fuck you.
Can't you just chain me to that railing? I mean, where am I gonna go?
Oh, shit.
Please.
Oh, shit, Asami.
Can I have some water?
No water. I'm also not gonna bring you any rocks or fire, so...
Oh.
I hoped Mako and Bolin would have shown up to save us by now.
I feel like Asami's got some sort of strat now, standing. Well, actually, maybe they have to release her now because she's an upstanding citizen.
The world is about to change for the better.
So you guys were like locked up for 15 years, huh?
Not a lot of craft supplies in a volcanic prison cell.
When it rained, that was a big event.
Oh, I would have killed for some rain. Really wished he'd become a pastry chef.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like fun. Let me try
That's
that
gotta
on
be
you
so
guys.
boring.
You were raised
It's gotta
by
be
an older
torturous.
sister. Just sensing an unspoken attraction between you two.
Aw.
2 out of 3. It's not bad.
Bolin. Sorry.
Gazan, gag those two. We're almost there.
Gag them? No, they're a good source of entertainment.
The cabbage corps sold to the Earth Kingdom are way cheaper than the ones Future Industries built.
Oh? Oh, is it just a weak bar? Holy shit, girl. Haha. That's awesome.
I need the keys.
At the very least, can you undo some of those belt buckles? Or pull off her face mask? She can probably... Can she breathe fire?
Scheduled for delivery.
I feel like she'd be able
The airship
to.
already left. They would like to present them to you personally.
Oh, God.
No, I don't meet with bounty hunters.
Oh, we don't want any bounty, Your Majesty. You can consider these two a thank you gift for simply taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, he's gonna be good at convincing her, I reckon.
So,
I'd be happy to tell you once you hand the Avatar over to me.
who told you that we have the
shit.
Avatar?
Others will too. And that could put you in a difficult position.
So,
But if you let me take her today, no one need ever know she was here.
He is good at this.
Get your airbenders back without interference.
and what do you plan to do with the Avatar? Should I see fit to grant your request.
But she won't be bothering you again. I can assure you of that.
Oh my god. Oh no, he's good at
I
this.
find these terms agreeable.
Fuck.
Get in here! Something happened to my friend! She needs help!
Where is she?
Oh, nice.
Nice work. Now let's take control of this ship.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's great. Asami did the breakout pretty much all on her own.
The Avatar has escaped.
With no bending.
I think you might have been a little over.
I was gonna say.
The controls are busted. Also, you broke the radio.
Sorry, but it's not my fault this airship's a hunk of junk.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of your fault. You could have played that a little smarter. Lured them into another room to fight them.
But given our location, I'm not so sure about that.
You're the engineer.
Oh god, they're gonna be in the desert.
We'd have to dig this whole thing out of the sand.
Is everyone
Hey
all right?
guys.
Like you
Oh,
care.
More dangerous than being stranded in the desert?
Don't worry, Khan.
maybe.
I radioed Bossing Say before we went down. Someone will be here soon to
I like
rescue
how
us.
they're not
I'm
fighting
not
right
waiting around
now.
for that.
They're just
We need to
talking.
get out of here now.
You're our prisoners, and it's our duty to transport you to the Earth Queen.
Yeah, well, you
realize
can't
that
take
on
the
the
avatar.
Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Orders.
Oh,
Wait, did that sand dune just move?
are there
It was probably
sandbenders
just a
around here?
mirage.
Might be
I heard that since all the
sandbenders.
spirits came back, this desert has been haunted by them.
Oh, right.
Oh,
so I guess
could be
that's my fault
spirits.
too. This ship up and running, or do you want to wait around and meet that thing?
Korra's so touchy right now. I love it.
Bolin, this is up to you. I know you can metal bend.
All
can metal
right.
bend?
No.
Yes, you can.
That's what the whole metal bending arc was for.
Bolin. You can do it. Bolin! Bolin!
Well, careful, don't draw
Bolin!
too much
Bolin!
attention.
You're right.
The guards will be like, why are you all cheering for Bolin?
Here I go.
Oh, he's gonna help us escape. I don't think the noises are helping. I don't remember Toph ever doing those
I
noises.
can't metal bend. Hey, you guys didn't happen to bring any toilet paper, did you?
Okay, can Lin track them down? Oh, Naga can track them down. Absolutely.
You know, you want to lick me.
Aw, puppy.
Here, chew on this.
Oh,
and leave me
yes! She brought snacks. That's good.
alone. All right.
Oh! My god. Oh.
That's no
Jesus.
spirit.
Isn't it?
I think it's gone for now.
Are you all right?
We just need to hold our position for a few hours.
There's also a lot of
might
us, so
have
we
a
can
few
eat each
hours.
other.
Maybe we can still build something to get us all out of here.
Okay?
Make some wings out of scrap metal and flap real hard.
A makeshift sand sailor. Like the sandbenders used to
Ah.
get around.
It's worth a try.
Gather every piece of metal you can find. We'll give that sandy beast a run for his money yet.
Asami's an MVP this episode. Wow. Oh, Zaheer's cool.
It doesn't matter. We're through chasing her. It's time to make her come to us.
Oh no. Oh no.
What is this?
Is he gonna
riffraff
take the
doing
Earth
in my
Queen
throne
captive?
room unannounced? Eavesdropping on royal conversations
no.
will land you in a cell right next to those boys you brought in.
That wasn't the deal.
I will not bandy words with bounty hunters until they decide to show proper respect for the crown.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh! Oh, oh. I mean, I hate the Earth Queen enough that I'm kind of rooting for Zaheer.
Coward!
Which is fun, because Zaheer's gang's bending is all very fun.
I don't believe in queens.
Yeah. What? What the fuck? Oh my god!
Something that you can give or take on a whim.
Oh my
To your people.
god!
Freedom is just as essential as air. There is no life.
Jesus! God damn, Zaheer! Aww. Zaheer's got consistent motivations.
brought down at the hands of revolutionaries, including myself. I'm not going to tell you my name, telling you what to do. It's time for you be oppressed by tyrants. From now on,
oh, he's such an interesting character. This might be good for Ba Sing Se.
Of the people.
For a bit. Wait. Is he gonna destroy the wall or make a hole at least in the wall? Oh my god, that looks fucking awesome. Oh, he's activating the rumbling. Yeah, like literally getting rid of the divisions between the classes. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, well that's good.
Get out of here, Bolin. You said before was my time. I know I did, but now it's really your time.
No, he didn't do that.
Did you see that?
No way he did that.
I did it. I mean, not for us, but I meddled in all the other shells open.
Not for us.
I don't.
Yeah, Zaheer.
But I want to talk to you first. I have a message.
I love his character.
Let's move.
Lucky the creature left them alone that whole time. Now it's like Jaws. Oh my, yeah, that's absolutely what they're doing. They're like acting like this is a shark attack. Interesting. Oh, did they just get away?
He's gone. We did it.
No, they didn't. Okay. Holy shit! Ooh. Okay. Made it to a town. There are some sandbenders here. Oh, it only just tailed up.
Slightly used sand sailor?
You know, whatever the conflict between you and the Queen is, I'm sure it's above my pay grade. You got
He's got a hook.
Captain, have we been in the desert too long, or is that really a dragon over there?
What? Is that Zuko's dragon?
Let's go get a drink.
Yeah!
Are there any other dragons other than Zuko's dragon out there?
Did you think we weren't coming back for you?
Yeah, that's Zuko, baby.
What are you doing here?
I met you when you were a very young girl. It's good to see you again, Avatar Korra.
But how did you all find us?
I am a detective, you know.
That's true.
Did you find Mako and Bolin?
I'm afraid this is only the beginning, Dad.
Yeah, baby. Okay. I mean, it's redundant whenever I say that was a great episode, but that was a great episode, you know? I feel like it's what I say as soon as an episode ends. But I mean it. It was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. Zaheer is such an interesting character. He's so consistent, and I like in this episode, like now that we know his motives, we can like understand why he does and doesn't do some stuff, you know? Like we will see him be pretty unforgiving, actually extremely unforgiving to the Earth Queen, but at the same time, when it comes to regular civilians, he is like pretty damn merciful. And like by regular civilians, I mean the guy running the radio, the people in the prison, and even Mako and Bolin. He was like, "Hey, look, I'm standing here. I'm gonna open this cage. You gotta do. I want you to do this thing for me, but I'm gonna let you free." And that's really interesting. And it's like it seems like his only targets are the ones in power. And so obviously one of his targets is Korra, because the Avatar probably has some of the greatest power that there is. And also there seems to be something, there's another missing piece. There's something that they can do with Korra, because every time it's brought up, like, why do you even want to take Korra in? Like, you could just kill her. Every time that happens, they seem to get cagey and be like, hey, well, you don't need to know anything or whatever. So there's something to do with Korra, but I don't know what it is, and I don't think I have any predictions. I can't really think of anything that they could do with Korra that we know about. So I feel like it will be an exposition drop. It'll tell us something new that we didn't even know that was possible, that will happen with Korra. Like maybe... Ooh, maybe they'll force... Maybe they want to try to force the Avatar state. Oh, that could be it. Like, what if they try to force the Avatar state out of her so that they can kill her while she's in the Avatar state, so that they can stop the Avatar cycle? Because just killing Korra now means that, you know, it's just another, like, 14 years until you have another avatar that probably can do something, you know, like Aang was a kid when he started doing it, but he wasn't like 8 years old, you know, like an 8-year-old avatar you can handle. But once they start to get into their teenage years, that's when it starts to be a problem. So so they don't want to just delay this for a short amount of time. If they're doing this, they're doing it right. Maybe that's a decent prediction. It might be a bit simple motivation-wise, but I can see how that would be a decent strategy. Like, hey, let's take Korra in. Let's figure out, like, maybe they have a way to force the Avatar state. Or let's just, like, agitate her enough. But I don't know. It's tough because have we seen... I don't think we've seen Korra use the Avatar state out of just not being able to control it at all, or maybe at the very least not often. I feel like she always utilizes it. Since she's been able to use the Avatar state, she utilizes it well. When Aang would like lose control, that was his big thing, you know, until like the very end, Aang did not have a good handle on the Avatar state. And I mean, I think a big part of that is just maturity, like literal maturity, in that Aang was a kid. And Korra's first time using the Avatar state wasn't until she was, you know, an adult, I think. It was I think she was 18 or so when she first used the Avatar state. Maybe she was 17. But regardless, she was older than Aang. And had mastered more elements and yada yada, you know? So, and also, you know, you can say some different stuff out of it, but she's also just more confident, and I feel like confidence would go a long way with the Avatar state, you know? Like, if you're rocky with it, it's like riding a bike, you know? If you're riding a bike and you're scared of it, you're gonna be wobbly, and you like are only gonna pedal a little bit and you'll fall over constantly. But if you're just confidently riding the bike and like pedaling at full speed, you'll go in a straight line because the bike's not gonna be able to fall over. It's just continuously moving forward. So yeah, I don't remember why I'm talking about that. So I'm just gonna move on to the next thing that I've got. I see why they're doing the metal bending thing now. I mean, that seems like an actual arc for Bolin, and it wasn't even concluded here. He wasn't able to metal bend them out, so that's got to be like a season finale thing. Like, he figures out how to metal bend. But you know what? I also wouldn't hate if like this kind of led to the point where it's like, hey, you can't metal bend, but you can do a lot of other great stuff, you know? You're great in other ways. But at the same time, I don't know if that would support his arc super well, because that's the conclusion that he's at right now, where he's like, hey, I can't metal bend, so oh well, you know? I think if he was constantly pushing himself to metal bend in every single episode, then the arc could go in the direction of, you can't metal bend, but that's okay. But because he's actually the one who's been giving up and who has basically said like, hey, I can't do it, then the arc kind of has to go in the direction of him ending up being able to metal bend, I think. From a writer's standpoint, it doesn't really make sense for all the characters around to constantly push him to do it if he doesn't end up doing it, you know? So sometime he's going to be metal bending, I think. Now, Zaheer suffocating the Earth Queen, like dragging the air out from her lungs and creating this like air bubble around her head. That is something that people have talked about, like that people haven't talked about that scene that I've seen, but that people, when Avatar The Last Airbender was coming out, like that's the thing that people talk about a lot, is like, oh, but if you're an airbender, you can just like suffocate people by dragging the air out of their lungs and stuff. And it's one of those things where sometimes you think, well, the writers aren't going to do that sort of thing because it's like fucked up. And Aang was the only airbender, so he's not like, that's the equivalent of bloodbending, I think. Like, dragging the air out of someone's lungs seems horrible, monstrous. But also it also seems like the sort of thing, like maybe the writers don't want to play that card, because once you start allowing that sort of stuff into the universe, it's like, well, like, yeah, technically an airbender would be able to do that, but if we get to the point where airbenders are doing that, why aren't they just always doing that? Which I think is a thing that happens with a lot of these sorts of shows and just movies and a lot of media in general. I don't know if there's a name for this trope or whatever. Like, I don't know if there's a trope name for it, but it's something that's always thought about. Like, in TV shows and movies and stuff, you don't want the characters to constantly be doing the same solution to every problem because it's boring. You want people to be thinking about, like, how they could get out of the situation, and they have to puzzle solve and stuff. So if the solution is always the same, it's kind of fucked. So every time that characters do something that ends up being incredibly effective, sometimes it leaves the audience wondering, well, why don't they always do that? And sometimes the answer for the past is because they didn't think of it in the past. But after they've done it, you constantly have this thought for the rest of the series. Like, why didn't they do that one thing that they did, like, earlier, you know? And I remember I've thought that in Avatar, The Last Airbender several times. It's the kind of thought you have to do away with because it doesn't make for a very entertaining show once you do that. But there's several times in Avatar, The Last Airbender where they'll be like taking down this army that's coming toward them or whatever. And they will have like a certain way of taking down like one of the cars or something. I forgot what the way is, but they do a certain thing that takes down one of the cars. And it's like, oh, that was awesome. But then the next car they take out in a different creative way. And the car after that they take out in a different creative way. And it's like, whoa, hang on. Why aren't you just doing the same thing that you did with the first car? That was a very effective and easy way to take care of these cars. But it's because it's not as entertaining to watch. Like, realistically, it just isn't. And so, there, that's the kind of thing you have to do away with. Anyway, him suffocating the Earth Queen is crazy. Absolutely insane. I imagine it's also a tough technique to do, like, to airbend the air that's around, like, in there. It's probably a very precise maneuver. And he was doing a lot of hand movements to do it as well. Sometimes people won't give you that sort of space, but the Earth Queen is just a old lady standing there yelling at him, you know? And yeah, it was insane, but it just, like, it was a really effective way to show, like, he kind of doesn't have mercy for leaders like her, you know, for the people that he sees as like the biggest problem. So that was a very interesting scene. But now Ba Sing Se are rioting, baby. I'm really curious to see how this plays out, because Ba Sing Se is an interesting city and they've kind of been fucked over for a while, like a long time. So now that the people are free, I wonder, you know, like, this might be a good thing in some ways, and Ba Sing Se will probably come out on the other end of this better for it eventually. But man, it's gonna be rough until we get there, you know? You're gonna have to burn everything down before you can build it back up again. Oh, well, great episode, a lot of fun. That was Season 3, Episode 10 of The Legend of Korra. Support the video if you can. I'm a small channel. Every little bit helps. My Patreon account is in the description below. It has full-length, early access, exclusive videos, VIP tier. Go check it all out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.